Hello, my name is Henry O. It is my pleasure to welcome you to online comprehensive English class. Our topic for today is distinguishing between identical pronouns in clauses and sentences. Before I proceed, let me tell you something about my health. I am a blind man. I can't see what is around me. I can't see what is written on the board. As a result, I may not be able to touch what is on the board as I explain. That requires you to pay attention while you keep your eyes on what is written on the board. So sorry for any inconveniences this may cause you. Bear with me, please. Back to our topic for this class, distinguishing between identical pronouns in clauses and sentences. Many students have difficulty identifying the grammatical names of identical pronouns in clauses and sentences. By identical pronouns, I mean pronouns that belong to more than one class. For example, the pronouns who, where, that, which, etc. are relative and interrogative pronouns. The pronouns myself, himself, herself, ourselves, themselves are reflexive and intensive pronouns. The questions students always ask is, how do I know the class to which such a pronoun belongs in a particular clause or sentence? The best way to solve this problem is to start with identifying the grammatical function of the pronoun in question. That will gradually lead you to its specific name in that clause or sentence. To understand what I mean better, let's consider the sentences on the board. Let's take a look at relative and interrogative pronouns as a set of identical pronouns. And we are taking who and where for example. Sentence 1, the woman who came here yesterday. What is the name of who here? What kind of pronoun is it? Is it a relative or an interrogative pronoun? We must remind ourselves the definitions of both pronouns. Relative pronouns refer to nouns, noun phrases, noun clause, or pronouns previously mentioned in sentences known to both the speaker and the listener. They also introduce the second segment of clauses. On the other hand, interrogative pronouns ask questions. They are used to ask questions, especially questions that start with the pronouns and end with a question mark. Now to the sentence 1 on the board. The woman who came here yesterday. What is the grammatical name of who here? we must ask some basic questions and provide answers to them before we can get the kind of pronouns who is here. The number one question is who asking a question here? The answer is no. Does this expression end with a question mark? The answer is no. Is it referring to a noun phrase, a noun clause, or pronoun previously mentioned in the sentence, known to both the speaker and listener? Yes. Is it introducing the second segment of a clause? Yes. So its grammatical name is relative pronoun. What are its grammatical functions? 1, it refers to the noun phrase, the woman. 2, it introduces the subordinate clause, came here yesterday. Example 2 on the board. Who was that woman? We are still considering who. We want to know what kind of pronoun is it. Let's go back to the same questions and answers method. Is who here referring to a noun phrase, a noun clause, or pronoun previously mentioned in this expression? No. Is it introducing the second segment of a clause? No. Is it asking a question? Yes. Does this expression start with who and end with a question mark? Yes. That means who here is interrogative pronoun. And what is its grammatical function? Is asking in an interrogative question. Example 3 on the board. The place where we met last week. We are looking at where. Is it a relative or an interrogative pronoun? The same questions and the answer method. Is where here asking a question? The answer is no. Does this expression end with a question mark? No. Is it referring to a noun phrase, a noun clause, or pronoun previously mentioned in the sentence, known to the speaker and the listener? Yes. Is it introducing the second segment of a clause? Yes. That means its grammatical name here is relative pronoun. And what are its grammatical functions? 1, it refers to the noun phrase, the place. 2, it introduces the subordinate clause, we met last week. It is joining the two segments of a clause, the noun phrase with the subordinate clause, we met last week. We are progressing. The second set of, I forget. Example 4. Where have you been? Again, is where here referring to any place previously mentioned, known to the speaker and the listener? No. Is it introducing the second segment of a clause? No. Is it asking a question? Yes. Does this expression end with a question mark? Yes. That means the grammatical name of where in this expression, that is example 4 on the board, is interrogative pronoun. And its grammatical function is it is asking a direct question. Yes, we are progressing. We now take a look at reflexive, and intensive pronouns as another set of identical pronouns. But before I continue, I want to remind you of the need to subscribe to this channel. Yes, subscribe to this channel so that you can get notification whenever I drop a video. Like this video, share this video with others, drop a comment in the comment section, and then follow me from 4 to 5 p.m. every Friday on YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram, or Facebook. On Facebook, you can follow me as Henry Omogbefe. Omogbefe is spelled O-M-O-G-B-E-F-E. Back to our topic, distinguishing between identical pronouns in clauses and sentences. We are now considering reflexive and intensive pronouns as identical pronouns. We have two sentences on the board to drive our points home. Sentence 1 says, they have done themselves more harm. Sentence 2, they have done more harm themselves. We are looking for the grammatical name of themselves in each of these sentences. What is the grammatical name of themselves in sentence 1? A reflexive pronoun or an intensive pronoun? Again, we must go back to the definitions of both pronouns. Reflexive pronouns show subjects of sentences as the same objects of the sentences. On the other hand, intensive pronouns add emphasis to pronouns and nouns in sentences, stressing the subject or the verbs as the actual doers of the actions mentioned in the sentences. Now to sentence 1. They have done themselves more harm. Is themselves in this sentence a reflexive or an intensive pronoun? The first question we want to ask here is themselves here emphasizing the subject or the verb have done? No. Is it reflecting the subject or the verb have done as the same object or the verb? Yes. Therefore, its grammatical name here is reflexive pronoun. What is its grammatical function? Object of the verb have done. Sentence 2. They have done more harm themselves. The first question we want to ask here is themselves reflecting the subject of the verb as the same object of the verb in the sentence? The answer is no. Is it emphasizing the fact that the subject of the verb is the actual doer of the action mentioned in the sentence? Yes. Therefore, its grammatical name is intensive pronoun. What is its grammatical function? It emphasizes the subject or the verb have done. Thanks for being there. If you are not there, I cannot be here. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video with others, drop a comment in the comment section if the need arises, and follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. On Facebook, follow me as Henry Omogbefe. Omogbefe is spelled O-M-O-G-B-E-F-E. Follow me from 4 to 5 p.m. every Friday. God bless you.